Welcome everyone to WIN Stadium for round 21. This is Dragons TV. Thanks to Celebrations, we're joined by Dragons ambassador, Wendell Sailor. Hey, Del.
How you going, mate? All right?
Going very well. And, of course, Shaun Timmins. How are you, Timo?
Hey, Marty. How are you, mate?
We're going very well. What a beautiful day.
Mate, you're looking great in the jacket. Is that the Fonzie look?
Yeah. Mrs. dressed me this morning, so blame her.
Love it.
Yeah, you're wearing your shoes, which is great. That's fantastic. Now, of course, just such a beautiful day. The oval, Mick and the team, the groundsman here, what a magnificent oval.
Yeah, I was in a couple of days ago and it's looking very slick, very sharp, and you want that for players that are going to be out here today. You know, Inglis, Gasnier, Darius Boyd, and Brett Morris especially will love this pitch.
Of course, Brett Morris and Jamie Soward earlier on, our chairman, Warren Lockwood, presented them with the 100 boot, the gold boot. You've got one of those, Timo?
Yeah, I have. It's a great effort. Brett Morris has chalked his up pretty quick, and Jamie Soward's played with here in the Roosters, so big effort. Hopefully they can get a win here at home for their 100th game.
As you said, with Brett Morris, of course, you both played with the same junior club, the Kiama Knights.
Yeah, for sure. It's good to see another Kiama junior coming up through the grades, him and his brother, and yeah, he's played for Australia and he's a regular, so great seeing that happening. Also, congratulations too for being named in that Team of the Century, the Illawarra Team of the Century. What a great honour that was. Yeah, massive. Very honoured to be named in a side with some of the greats. So it was a great night, and congratulations to Bobby Millward and his team for organising a sensational night. Yeah, sure did. Now let's have a look at the screen to see how the centenary of league here in the Illawarra was celebrated in style.
I'm in a room with so many of my heroes. I was never ever good enough to play at an elite level, and that's why they call them elite sports people. They do things that average people can't do.
And the fullback of the century is Graham Langlands.
Our 5'8" of the century is
Bob Fulton.
Can he get round? I think he can. He's going to score.
Very, very good team, isn't it? Being in the company of so many great players that have come out of this area, it's a real great feeling.
McGregor, can he get it down? Put down for Daly. Daly for McGregor, he's over the line.
Very humble. Look, I didn't expect it. You don't play rugby league for them rewards. You just play because you enjoy the game.
It was something that I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. I was just lucky enough to be able to do it. I guess through the 15 years that I did play for, it's probably not what you achieve in the game, but the people you meet. And to see them all here tonight and see some friends that I haven't seen for a long time is probably, that's the best thing for me.
It is working class Australia, and that's my background, and I love their humility, and they just get about their daily lives here, bringing up their families, because it's a great area for families, and that's why, you know, I think the merge has been a great success, and I think it's going to be a great thing going forward for St George Illawarra, is that, you know, the great growth area down here and their great love of rugby league.
It is a great nursery. The Illawarra has been a fabulous nursery and will continue to be so.
Welcome back to Dragons TV. Thanks to Celebrations, Wendell Sailor. I'm Marty Haynes, and of course in the middle is Shaun Timmins. Now, it was a magnificent night here back on the 20th of July with that Team of the Century. I mean, the calibre of talent that was in that room, Timo, you could have probably done 2 or 3 teams.
Oh, for sure, as you said. I think he could have picked a couple of sides, and there still would have been blokes that were unlucky to miss out. Personally, I was very privileged to get in. I was a bit surprised by it, but, mate, as you said, it was a great night. Bobby Millward and his team put together such a great night, and it was good to see some people there. And, yeah, it's not going to happen for another 100 years, so it was pretty big.
What about you, Wendell? I mean, you came down here. Bobby, they brought you down here to trial, and you missed out, and you went back to the Broncos, but, you know, you would have been fighting for position with Rod Wishart.
Well, it's funny, Rod Wishart, in the Kangaroo Tour 94, I was lucky enough to go on there, and I got selected ahead of Rod, and then after my first test I got dropped and Rod replaced me. But he was great for me, and so was Paul McGregor on that tour. So two good friends of mine now, and two legends of the game.
And we will catch up a little bit later on with some of those boys from the team of the century here. A great nursery of rugby league here in the Illawarra. But let's take a look at what the Illawarra League icons had to say.
I guess Bob Fulton was a bit before my time, but he's got that bit of an aura about him, Bozo.
Growing up as a young kid, going to Sid Parish Park, wanting to be like Bob Fulton and Graham Langlands and all that, and mate, those guys were trailblazers for young kids in Wollongong that wanted to reach the heights, and mate, they were great. They were great ambassadors for the club.
I was a Graham Langlands fan as a kid, and he was playing at the Dragons. And I was also lucky enough that Chang coached at Port Kembla in 1980. And
it was a good area down here for football and for footballers, and to go up to Sydney and play with St George, it was just magnificent.
Yeah, no, I used to love Craig Fitzgibbon. Yeah, seemed a real tough player, and he's still one of my favourites even today. Great player and great bloke off the field.
Paul McGregor was I was a big fan of Paul's, and I got the privilege to play with Paul in 2001. So that was great to play with one of your heroes.
I suppose as I got older, I liked the way Gary Belcher played, and he was someone I really looked forward to and wanted to be like. Yeah.
Rod Wishart and Paul McGregor were sort of two when I come into grade. Wishart was from Gerringong, sort of my area, so I looked after him and ended up playing a few seasons with him. So
the great Harry Wells is another great champion of yesteryear. He'd stand up in today's game, no problem, I would think.
I used to get on the train at Ginninderra and go through to Central and get the tram across to the Sydney Cricket Ground to go and watch Harry Wells and Reg Gasnier and all those types of players play. And in fact, I'm in a team now with one of my heroes, and that was Harry Wells.
Look, there were so many players that came out of the Illawarra that you could look up to. Bobby Fulton in my era, Graham Langlands, Don Parrish, of course, who captain coach down here. There was lots of players, but it was such an opportunity to do something you like doing.
Illawarra should be very proud.